Hey, Jason. Hey guys, we'll be starting very, very soon. Great, thanks Jason, you're always an amazing help. My coffee, hope I don't spill it. Yeah, it is. This is the wheel of names. Now, I just need your guys, your feedback if you can hear the sound from Cubase. Hey, Green. We all need to meet somewhere. So can you hear the sound from Cubase? Hey Samuel. Yeah, good. Cause I don't know. I can't really trust the internet these days. It's unbelievable. So we'll be waiting for a few more minutes, and in the meantime, you know, we can just have a quick look here at Lunar Lander. So I hope all of you guys are staying safe and you're all watching out from Corona, COVID-19. Hey Samuel. And I don't know where you all from, so you know what, in the meantime, while we are waiting, if that's you know, if that's something you can do, just write where you're from, so we'll see in the chat. We'll see what kind of geography we're spanning here. So I'm myself from Israel. Michigan. Hey Jason. So unfortunately never been to Michigan. Well, hopefully one day. So yeah, but it's not it's not the biggest wheel. So yeah, if you look at the wheel of names, we have a lot of people. Just about 84 participants, and actually I had a giveaway that was twice as large, and I can already hint that I have something else for you guys. So I've been chasing some vendors, for example Plugin Boutique, and asking them to help me out here and give me some something to give back to you guys. So I'm already revealing that the next something that I can give back to my subscribers will be Scalar 2, which is awesome. So if you don't know Scalar 2, go and check my channel, of course, because I have a quick tutorial just going over some of the main features in Scalar 2, and that's upcoming very, very soon. So I think it's time for us to start. And yeah, you're probably thinking, let's get it over with and and just select the winners. Just to let you know, I have two licenses for you guys. So the rules will be very simple. Once we select the winners, then I'll try and locate you, but it would be best for you to contact me through my Facebook, and the links is in the description of this video and in the description of any of my videos, so you can contact me from there. And I will need a kind of a proof, like a screenshot of something that will show me that you are a subscriber, because again, this is something that I'm doing for my subscribers. As you know, that's an effort I'm doing. I'm going back to vendors and I'm begging them to give me something to give back. So yeah, I need a drum roll, and as you can see, I do have some drums here. This is my Alessi's drums over here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so that was my drum set, and I'm still learning. All right, so Lunar Lander, and you know, before we actually select the winners, it is a very cool analog and organic sounding plugin. I was really impressed with the sound, with the options that they have here. It looks simple, but it is very, very unique, because the sounds that you get and the options that you can come up with here are pretty awesome. So the first thing that comes to mind here when I'm talking about this plugin is the fact that it is switchable. So you can actually switch between the plate reverbs, which are lexicon emulations or based, and the analog delay. So you can try out and see, you know, what works for your track, what works for your music, and this can be very creative, like taking the reverb and then putting the delay on it. So that's very creative. And of course, you can play with the wet and dry. So if we'll take this plugin off, just, you know, without it, this is what I have in my Prophet session here. So very, very dry. And now let's put Lunar Lander on it. So this self-oscillation is created with the regen. The regen is this feedback. It is the feedback mechanism that will take the signal and feed it back to the circuits here, and it's very, very cool. So next, something that worth mentioning is the saturation modules, which is very, very pleasant and very musical. So if you want to get a feeling of what it does, then you need to push the input gain and drive those circuits. So I can go back to dry, and let's just listen to the summing amplifier that they have here. So it's very subtle, And it really shines when you're using it on multiple channels, when you're summing up few tracks together and you want to glue them. So this is really, really great. Sounds amazing. Hey, good day, guys. Yeah, you need to win it, but yeah, I have two copies. Well, you know, if you don't win this, don't worry about it. I'm gonna have more such giveaways. Okay, so I promise you I have some more stuff for you. So if you just joined, in the beginning I was saying that I actually have a copy of Scalar 2, and we'll do something with that maybe next week, so stay tuned. So I think that's pretty much enough. Before we select the winner, I have just something to say. If you're new to my channel, check out my videos, leave a comment. This is really important to me. This is really something that I love doing, is interacting with you guys. I don't know everything. I try to learn all these plugins, but I'm always open to learn more. So if you have anything at all, let me know, and we can discuss this. Of course, you can follow me in Facebook, and it's not very important, but sometimes when I review any kind of plugin or synth or anything, I'll put a link in the description, which is the affiliate link for me, and if you buy anything, then I'll get a little something. That's all. So that's supporting me, and I use that money to buy more plugins sometimes, so I can review them. And I see that the Wrench Reviews already owns Scalar 2. Well, don't worry about it. So I'm gonna have more stuff for you guys. Okay, my channel is not the biggest channel. It's not the fanciest channel. That's what I have. I mean, the bigger I'll get, the more stuff I can give you guys. I guess that's how it works. So let's start and spin the wheel. Okay, so the first winner is, well, I have to read it. That's in Hebrew. That's Yehli Shas. Okay, I have to keep this somewhere, so I'll put it I'll put it here, and I'll just also put it somewhere else. I need to keep track of this. Okay, are we back? Okay, I just all right, so we have winners, Yeli Shas and War is a Rocket. Great. So I think that's it. I'm really excited for you guys, the guys that won. And if you didn't win, don't take it personally. Don't take it personal. And really, congrats to the winners. This is an amazing plugin, and we'll have more stuff. So as we finish up, my next project is going to be Falcon. So if you want to stay and see some of Falcon, that's a good opportunity. How about that? So let's close this project, and And if you have some free time and you want to see something about Falcon, that's your opportunity. How about that? Falcon 2, yeah. So, who wants to see a little bit of Falcon? I'm just gonna show you some stuff here. All right, so just let me know if that's any interest for you. All right, so let me show you a few things about Falcon. So when you open up Falcon, it looks very, very scary. The question here, if I'm enjoying Falcon, yes, I think it's amazing. So let me show you some stuff here. I'm going back to clear everything. And when you start off, when you just get started with Falcon, then what you get is just a blank multi. So first thing you need to know is that everything is a multi. And why are we talking about a multi? It's because it is a multi-part. So you can have several parts, and I'll show you that in a moment. You can have several parts coming all together to create a layered sound, or you know, building your sound. So let's have a look here, and we'll see. So for example, if I'll just select some presets or something, then I'll show you how it actually works. So let's go to the sound banks, and this is the factory, Falcon factory. So for example, if I'll take keys and I'll take this key, double click. So what you see here on the left side, this is called a part. So right now, this is what we have. So this part is basically a sound encapsulated with all the features. So what we have here is oscillators, and right now, as you can see, this is the oscillator. And we have key groups, which I'll talk in a moment, and then we have layers. So you're asking yourself, what the fuck? What is all of this? I just want to have an oscillator. So you're absolutely right, because this tool is very complex and it goes very deep. But if you just want one sound or one something, then it's kind of mind blowing. So let's have another something, and then I'll go through all of these. So for example, I'll take another one, and let's take this one as well. So as you can see, I have two parts. That's why we have the concept of multi, because if I'll save everything, you see this is a multi. If I'll just save it, save multi as, and we'll call it something. So this is a multi, but I need to set the inputs here. So right now, as you can see, the inputs are the same, and both of them are playing. So this is why we're talking about multis. So both of these patches are working. Now let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back and talk about the oscillators, and I'll give you a good explanation of what's going on. So in Falcon, we have oscillators. These are the oscillators, and the oscillators are the source of the sound. This is where sounds begin, and we have two types. We have the sample-based and synthesized based, right? So I can take, for example, just a simple analog basic saw, and I want to drag it. So if I want to create a sound from scratch, this is how you do it. You first need to start with a sound source. So this is the sound sources, and I'm going to oscillators, and as you can see, we have program, layers, key groups, and oscillators. So basically, we're starting with the oscillators, but oscillators also define the key group, because what we are saying is this oscillator is going to play notes defined by the key group here with the mapping. So let's do that. I'm going to drag it and I'm going to just do this. So right now, this is what we have. We have an oscillator, just a simple analog oscillator, and it is mapped to this key group. So we have a key group that contains one oscillator. And why do we care about key groups? Again, you have to understand that Falcon is very big, and it has a lot of options here. So your normal day-to-day synthesizer will not really have this concept, maybe in Contact or other samplers, but the usual stuff that you'll see, any of the synthesizers don't have this. They just map all over the place. Here we can map different key groups. So I'll show you something real quick, and we'll see. So the program, what you see here, this is encapsulated within the part. So again, we have a multi contains parts, and in those parts we have programs. Those programs will have layers, key groups, and oscillators. Let's go to the tree, and as you can see, we have part. That part, it has a program, it has one layer, it has one key group, and there you go. This is my analog synthesizer. Yeah, thank you, Jason. I'll check it out in a moment. So what we have here is, now we have just one oscillator that is mapped to this key group, but I could do something crazy, like going here to the layer and add another key group, and now you'll see that that key group will have a different I can remove this oscillator and have some other oscillator. Let's get the wavetable. Yeah, sorry. Put it here. So now we have a wavetable, and I can select different. Let's select something else. Right, so what do we see here? We have all these hierarchies. We have key group 1 with analog kind of synthesizer, and then we have key group 2 with wavetable. But both of these key groups are spanning all over. So I can do this. I can say key group 2 will be this, and key group 1 will be this. So they're not even overlapping, right? So now when I'm playing, when I play the low notes, I'll have the wavetable, right? And when I play the high notes, I'll have the analog. So this is why we have key groups. So I can have different different oscillators doing stuff and being triggered by different keys. So I can have sort of several instruments across my keyboard. This is why we have those key groups. I hope this is I hope this is really clear. So this is why we have those key groups, and if we just collapse everything, we can see that we have those two key groups. And as I go to the tree and go up the tree, going to the layer, you'll see that we have oscillators here. And as you can see, I have both the analog and the wavetable. If I go down to the key group, I'll lose the wavetable because I'm focusing on this level, on key group 1. and if I go to key group 2, I'll see only the wavetable. But if I go back to layer 1, there you go. So this is the basic idea here. So of course we also have effects. So I can have different effects, and as you can see, we have something like 90 different effects in Falcon. So I can go and say, let's get like a delay or tape echo delay of some sort, and I can take that and put it in any of the levels. So as you can see, let's just collapse this. You can see that I can have effects that work on a specific key group, and I'll show you that. For example, I can put this binary fill effect here. Okay, I can put it here, and let's do this. Oh, I can't have a, yeah, forgot about this. Some of the effects cannot be in the key group layer, and some of them cannot be in the layer. So it really depends on the particular plugin. But let's have something else. So for this key group, I'm going to add, for example, a diffusion reverb, for example, or something else. Let's do something else. So we can have autopan. Right, and as you can see, this goes just for this key group. If I'll go to the other key group, there's no none of that. So I can actually have some of the effects going to one key group, and another set of effects going to the other one. So I can have modulation, frequency shifter, or drive, or whatever I can find here. So as you can see, some of the effects are just not available. Right, and again, if I go to key group 1, there's the autopan. If I go to key group 2, oh, and I have a crash. Let's cancel. Right, so that's the idea here of key groups, and again, I can put everything in the layer. So what's the deal with the layer, and what's the deal with the program? So the program is the entire set that we have, the entire part, and then we can also have different layers. So let me show you something real quick, and we'll end up this. Okay, so as I said, I have an example here. I have two guitars and two guitar parts. Each one is in a different layer. Sorry, in a different key group. So these are parts that I can save, and I can load them later, and they are independent. There's no relation, there's no connection between part 1 and part 2. But the only thing that you can see here is that they have different key groups. So as you can see, when I'm playing the low notes, low keys, I get the part 2. I'll play the high keys, and in the middle I can see that I can actually have both of them. So if I go to the tree, it will be something interesting. So right now, as you can see, there's a drop down here. So I can focus on part 1 and part 2. And you can see there's some overlap here. So there's a section in the middle where both of these parts will be playing. So that's the idea here. So what's the deal with layers? So why do we have layers? Let me show you that real quick. Layers. So when we're talking about layers, I can create the exact same concept, only I'll have I'll have two layers. So let's go to the tree, and as you can see, I have just one part, but that part includes a layer with key groups. So yeah, that's my mistake here. I should have called this one key groups. So this is the layers. Just a second. Yeah, so this is the layers. So my bad, but as you can see here, I have two layers, layer 1 and layer 2. And when we go here, you can see the overlapping area and everything else. And if we'll go to the oscillators, you'll see that we actually have the oscillators here, right? So I can take different oscillators and put them in different layers and have more and more and more oscillators. For example, as you can see, there's a plus here. I can have more oscillators here, additive. Sorry about that. So I can have more and more in each layer and in each key group, and it goes on and on. So we already covered the idea of oscillators. We know something about the effects, and we can have effects at the layer level, and I can have effects at the program level. So whatever I put at the program level, that means that it relates to the entire part, everything. Yeah, Jason, you're absolutely right. So there is more than one way to achieve or to do something. So why do we need all of that layering and everything? Well, you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay? But if you want to take different sounds, different oscillators, mix them together, create something new, or maybe you have a live set. Okay, this is another application. If you have a live set and you have different keyboards and you have different sets of MIDI controllers, you can map different controllers to different oscillators, different parts, different key groups, and all of that. But in essence, again, the idea is pretty, I would say, simple, because it all comes down to oscillators. So let's go finally just back to the init preset here to clear everything, and I'll show you something. So if I'll go to animated, for example, and select something, just this one, just let's have a look at one of the parts here. Yeah, it doesn't let me. Why is that? Nobody knows. Let's see. I don't want to confuse you guys. I think I'm probably confusing everyone, but that's fine. There you go. And there's no sound. Okay. So I think we'll wrap up here. I think I have some issues. Yeah, let's see. No, there's something wrong here. Okay, so what do we have here? And this is pretty cool, because you can create these UIs. You can create your own instrument. And in my overview, in the tutorials that I'm going to create, I'm going to show you how you can create your own kind of instrument. Alright, so if you go to the Edit tab here, you'll see the hierarchy, you'll see what's going on here. So we can see that we have multiple oscillators, and we have multiple layers. So these are all the layers that we have. So as you can see, there's a lot of things going on here. So what I think we'll do, we'll just stop here, and you'll just have to wait for my tutorials, and we'll start from scratch. We'll just get everything explained, and I'll go through everything that I know, and we'll go from there. So as you can see, eventually we have oscillators. We have, for example, part of this, I mean, this is a specific part, right? We have only one part, but if we go to the tree, we see that there's more to it. We have a lot of other things going on. So basically, there's a lot of synthesizers instances inside this part. We also have some other things like arpeggiators and effects and modulations, and you know, so it's just endless. And we can do something like this. Alright guys, so I think that's a wrap. I'm sure I confused you completely with Falcon, but you get the idea. This is a monster, but we'll try and figure out how to explain it. And if you don't own Falcon, that's fine. You'll still be able to enjoy this, and maybe you'll decide if you want to have Falcon or not. But if you do have Falcon, then I'll go over most of the stuff, how you build those layers and what's going on, and what are all the different oscillators, what are the different effects that we have, multi-effects that we have, are all kinds of event processing, and so on. Yeah, my friend, you missed the giveaway. You didn't win. I mean, I was just. Who is this? This is Techno Cat. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was carried away talking about Falcon 2, which is my next project, my next tutorial. So sorry about that. You didn't win. We did have winners. These are the winners. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for staying. That was the giveaway for Lunar Lander. And again, if you didn't win, don't worry about it. I'm gonna have more stuff for you. And as I said, Scalar 2 is up, and I'm gonna announce this soon. Of course, it's fixed. Of course, you can watch the replay. You can watch the replay, and you'll see that that was very, very much random. So I really enjoying this. So hopefully you guys have more important things to do today, and I'm gonna wrap up and make dinner. This is the end of the day for me. So I'll see you in the next videos. Thank you so much. And leave comments and ask questions and dig out old videos that I made and let me know if I need to remake them. Thank you.